Hey y'all, it's Tammy. Today I'm going to show you how I set up my projector for when I decorate my cookies. I had someone reach out and they're asking me how I decorated my Rugrat cookies because I make the cookies and I hand painted them using just food dye and water, and it makes them look exactly like the character. They are literally one of my favorite cookies that I've created. So if you haven't seen that video, check that out. But I wanted to show you what projector I use and how I set it up. So let's get right into it. So the first thing you need to do is buy a projector, because that's helpful. Anyway, so I have this projector. This is a really big projector. I don't know if you can tell. Sorry, I have to walk around because Lexi's on the floor. So if I'm making weird moves, it's because I'm trying to get around her. But anyways, this is my projector. And this is the Copycat 300XK. And I just bought this online. It was about $300 when I bought it, and I got it, I don't know, probably 5 years ago. So it's been a really great investment for me. I really like just how easy it is to move and use. So when I'm not using it, I can just take it down like this, and I can set it in storage. I have it in my storage unit right now because I'm not making cookies full time at the moment, but when I have it here, I can easily just take it down and slide it underneath my workstation. So this one is a bigger projector. If you want to get a smaller projector, you can get one on your phone if you're only doing cookies, or you can get them where you can hook them up to your iPad. They're not going to be as good quality as this one. Just be aware of that. This is literally probably one of the best ones that you can get. But I understand the investment is a lot. So if you're just starting out, definitely you don't have to invest in something like this. But, excuse me. But if you want to upgrade and you're looking for a really good projector, this is a really good investment. So I love this projector. You like it too? She's like, what is this thing? Because I can easily switch from doing cookies to doing cakes. So there's a knob right here in the back, and I'm going to see if Lexi will let me sit her. So there's a knob right here, and you can go up and down. And so that way, if you're doing a cake, you can adjust it up, and that'll make it so that your image isn't blurry, because right now if I put an image in here and it is at this height, it would be perfect for the actual table if I laid a cookie down on it. But if I put a cake underneath it, the cake's going to be a lot higher, so then the image that's being projected would be blurry on that cake. I would have to adjust it for the right height. So that's one reason why I really like this particular projector. But any really would work. It would just be a little bit harder to set up. So let's get into how I actually set it up. So I went ahead and got Angelica printed out. Now just remember, when you're printing out anything for a projector, you need to have it smaller. For a projector like this, you need to have it smaller than what your cookie is, because when it actually is projected, it blows it up and makes it a little bit bigger than what it normally is. You want to see her? Okay, so we are going to add this too. I'm going to have to set her down to add this, but I promise I'll get you right back up. Okay, girl? Alright, so if you look inside the projector, it just has this door right here, so you just open it, and there's these little tabs on the door, and you can use these little tabs to hold whatever piece of paper you have. So I'm going to put my paper in there, and then I'm going to shut the door, and there's a little button over here on the side. Sorry, I'm trying not to let Lexi fall. And then you can see here that when I turn it on, I got you, girl. When I turn it on, Angelica is down here. So like I said, if I wanted to adjust her and make her for a cake, I would bring it up, and you can see how it gets blurry because it would actually need to be a cake sitting under there. And you can adjust it really high up, so that way if you have your cake on a cake stand, you can easily, no, I know, I got you. Okay. What's wrong? You want to be in the baby So if you have your cake on a cake stand, then you can easily adjust it even higher so that you can actually get all that. Now I love using it for writing stuff on a cake, like happy birthday, because some people are really good at like making it perfect, but I really like things centered and perfect, so I can go ahead and write it or have different fonts or whatever, and I can adjust the cake rather than, you know, trying to write it freehand and then I mess up and then I have to wipe it off, and that just takes too long. So it's better for me to have a projector, and especially when I'm decorating cookies. And I've done cookies like this where I use the character faces, so projectors are really helpful for that. And you don't have to do it like, the way that I do it is water and food dye, which I just like the look of it, but you know, a lot of cookiers will actually just use the icing to make the face, and that's perfectly fine too. So you can do that as well and just use the projector as a guide. I've done cookies for like staffing companies or other businesses that want their logos on their cookies, so it just makes it so that you have the exact same look throughout every cookie, and just makes them all match, which especially if it's going to a business event, you want them to look absolutely perfect and look like their logo. So anyways, that is pretty much the gist of this projector. There is a light bulb that you have to get for this projector, and the light bulbs for this particular projector are kind of expensive, but they do last a very, very long time. So for me, like I said, this projector is totally worth it for me. But if you are looking for, you know, a projector that you can use just starting out, I wouldn't get this one unless you're really serious. I kind of was gung-ho and didn't really know much, so I went ahead and got this one. But this was when my cake business was really booming, so I was fine with investing in it, and it's been well worth it. It is a little bit more bulkier than, say, if you use an iPad or something like that, but for me it's worth it, just because it does seem to do better than what I've seen on videos of other people using like iPads and their phones. And but I do know that since I've gotten this, there have been new kind of projectors that come out where you can kind of use them above, and they're not as big as this one. So this one was specifically created, I think, for doing murals on the wall, because when you look up this projector, they show how you can turn it sideways and then you can project it so that it goes on a wall. So if you want to make a mural like that, you can do it like that as well. Hi, Mommy. Hi, how are ya? Papa. You stay with Papa? Yes. Alright, so anyway, so that's it for this video. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you. Hey, Mommy? Yes. Mommy's disappeared.